It all begins because Marjane wanted to have sort of a hero in her life, just as her dad's friend. And luckily for her, his uncle Enush arrived. He had been in prison, uh, but when he got released, he decided to go in exile because he was still wanted by the Shah's soldiers. That happened as well to his uncle Feridun, who, with his friends, they proclaimed the independence of the Iranian province of Azerbaijan. But he wasn't that lucky after that because he he sort of met his destiny and was killed shortly after that. During his exile, he went to the USSR, that is now Russia, where he got his doctorate degree in Marxism-Leninism. He got married, he had two daughters, and unfortunately, he got divorced. After the revolution, the Iranian people voted to be an Islamic republic. Because of this, a large part of her family and friends left the country, and with good reason, because now all the former revolutionaries became the sworn enemies of the republic and the deliverers of divine justice that were um, like a group of people who were still loyal to the Shah, mm, are killing them and imprisoning them just to kill them later. And that's what happened to his uncle Anush, to her uncle Anush. But soon after that, the fundamentalists had occupied the US embassy. They closed universities and have created new rules. So it wasn't only the government that had changed, but also the ordinary people. Because people got so influenced by religion and all the new rules of the Islamic Republic, um, it was a matter of time, really, that they demanded extreme measures to people to follow. But despite all these changes, there was like a remaining part of the population who showed their opposition to the regime by letting a few strands of hair to show. During the Islamic Republic, there were two kinds of women and two sorts of men: the fundamentalist and modern woman, and the fundamentalist and progressive man. And then the war began. It was Iraq versus Iran, or against Iran. There were bombs, lack of food, lack of gasoline. There were there was death all over the country, and people were so sick of it they didn't want it anymore. Not having enough, during the war there were lots of forbidden things, such as no drinking, alcohol obviously, no shaving, no partying, no playing, no music, and so on. If you broke these rules, they were consequences. There were consequences. You were likely to be sued by your neighbors and killed or punished by policemen. Best case scenario. But meanwhile, there were kids from 14 years old and up from poor areas of the country sent to war totally convinced that the afterlife was even better than Disneyland. It was so miserable. They were offered like a key to heaven. So when they died, they could open the gates and go right inside heaven. It was cynical. It was just so bad.